A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We'll start our class at 7:05. Can I ask the co-host to choose a student to recite the starting prayer?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Can I have A5207, please?
A5207. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good.
Can you recite the starting prayer?
Okay, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka anta sami'ul alim. Our Lord, accept from us you, for you are all hearing, all knowing. Al-Baqarah 128 in brackets.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay, now we'll quickly go through the class etiquettes before we start our today's lesson. So I hope that everyone has performed their wudu, and if you haven't, please go quickly and do so, and make sure that your heads are covered with a scarf or a cap, and make sure that you have revised your previous lessons, the chapters you memorized previously, and make sure that you are sitting with an adult and that your audio and video is off throughout the class. And you should also log in with the correct ID. If you log in with the wrong ID, then you will be notified, and after that you will be placed in the waiting room until you correct your ID. So during the lesson, make sure that you listen attentively and keep your hands down unless you are requested, and wait for permission if you have to leave the classroom. After the lesson, make sure that you memorize the chapter homework, and make sure that you revise the previously taught chapters. And last but not least, this class is just an additional support, and it's not a replacement for your daily Holy Quran reading. So make sure that you read Holy Quran daily with translation with your parents. So today we'll start a new chapter, a new lesson, and this time we are doing Surah At-Takasur, chapter 102. So before I recite this surah, I'll quickly do a little introduction of this surah. So first of all, the word At-Takasur means vying, and the definition of the word vying is to compete with each other eagerly to achieve something worldly or materialistic, and to achieve it more than the other person. So this is also, in other words, it means mutual rivalry. So in this surah, Allah Ta'ala talks to the disbelieving people, and He says to them that you compete with each other to get ahead, but by taking pride in the abundance of worldly goods. However, by doing so, you get away from me, further away from me, and you will understand this on the day of judgment. So, yeah, that is the concept of this chapter, that we shouldn't indulge in worldly, materialistic things, and we should always keep a close bond with our Creator, Allah Ta'ala, and not forget the reason why we were created and sent into this world. So now I will recite the surah, and then we'll have one or two students to recite it after that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم. Jazakumullah. So now can I ask the co-host to choose a student to recite this surah?
Yeah, N6227, please.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. N6227. Can you recite this surah for everyone?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألهاكم تكاثر
ألهاكم التكاثر
ألهاكم تكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر فلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون.
Okay, N6227.
जी
Do you want to recite after me?
जी
Okay, we'll do this verse by verse. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
ألهاكم التكاثر
ألهاكم تكاثر
حتى زرتم المقابر
حتى
زر
زرتم المقابر
كلا سوف تعلمون
كلا سوف تعلمون
ثم كلا سوف تعلمون
ثم كلا سوف تعلمون
كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين
كلا لا تعلمون علم اليقين
لترون الجحيم
لترون الجحيم
ثم لترونها عين اليقين
ثم لترونها عين اليقين
ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم
ثم لتسألون
نعيم.
Okay, Jazakallah. So N6227, make sure that wherever there is, it's highlighted in purple, that you create double sound. Okay,
Okay.
so summa and an-na'im, not an-na'im, an-na'im. Make sure that you create the sound for 2 seconds. Okay,
Okay.
so Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
I'll play the audio clip for this surah now. And can I ask the co-host if the sound is clear? Please let me know if it's not clear.
Yes, I'll let you know. No, it's not clear at all. It's quite echoing, and we can't hear clearly.
Okay. I'll do this again.
Same problem again. It's not clear at all.
Okay. We'll just leave it. Okay. So can we have another student then to recite this same surah?
Okay, A5220.
A5220. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Would you recite the surah for everyone, please? And can I request all those students who are sitting at their home and attending the class to recite along with me or with other students who are reciting at that time? Jazakallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم.
Okay, A5220, Jazakallah. You have recited the surah really well. I'll just again point out the same mistake. So wherever there is mushaddad here, the shad on any letter, and you make the ghunna sound on meme or noon, make sure that you do it for at least 2 seconds, counts or beats. Okay? And wherever it's highlighted in red or orange, make sure that you pronounce that letter in a thick sound. So instead of at-takasur, it will be at-takasur. Okay? And maqabir instead of makabir. Okay? And then here, yaqeen. Okay? Jazakallah. So now I'll start listening to the previously memorized surahs.
Can I suggest that you have the same student for Al-Ikhlas, Al-Kafirun, and Qasr?
A5220?
Yes.
Okay. A5220?
Assalamualaikum.
Welcome, Assalam warahmatullah. You have memorized Surah Al-Ikhlas, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can, you have to recite it off by heart.
Okay.
You can start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد Allahu Samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Okay, Jazakallah. A5220. I'll go to the Surah class. So here, mashallah, you have memorized the surah really well, and your melody is good, but try to make it more nice, as if you were taking part in a competition at Ijtima. So first of all, again here, as I mentioned earlier, in this qaf, it has to come from your throat because it's one of the thick letters. So instead of Qul huwallahu ahad, it will be Qul huwallahu ahad. Okay? And here, I've mentioned this in the previous lessons as well, that this lam, it's called lam-e-jalala, and here you have to pronounce a thick sound. Instead of huwallahu, it will be huwallahu. Okay? If the letter before the word Allah has a fatha or a dhamma, then you have to make the lam thick in the word Allah. And this rule only applies to the word Allah. Okay? And the next thing is here, we have the inverted dhamma. And you know the rule for inverted dhamma, right? We have to elongate it for at least 2 seconds, counts or beats. Your one was a little short than 2 seconds. Okay. You have also memorized Surah Al-Kafirun. A5220. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, A5220.
Yes.
You're listening, right? Because
Yeah.
I didn't hear any response. Okay. You have also memorized Surah Al-Kafirun?
Yes.
Okay, you can recite that off by heart as well.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدتم لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Okay. Can you recite from Wala Antum again?
ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Jazakallah. So, again, mashallah, you have memorized the surah really well. Just a few little mistakes in the pronunciation. So, first of all, here we have the Madd Saghir, which you need to prolong for at least 3 seconds. And then here we have the elongated, the Fatha, which you need to elongate for at least 2 seconds. And here, the letters highlighted in red, you have to create a jerking sound because, let me go to the bottom of the page. So you have to create a jerking sound, and it's called qalqala in Arabic. So you know how you would do that, right? Instead of a'bud, it will be a'bud. Okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah. And can I ask the co-host which other surah is A5220 you're going to recite?
Surah Al-Kawthar.
Okay. A5220?
Yes.
You can also start reciting Surah Al-Kawthar.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانهر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Jazakallah. I'll go to the surah. So here, mashallah, again, you have memorized the surah really well, and this time you didn't made the same mistake, so you elongated the Mad Saghir here really well, and you also did the Ghunna sound for 2 seconds, which is good, and you also did the Kalkala on Oct-Dec. So the only rule which you missed is here the words, the letters in red, which the letters in orange, which are thick letters, so you have to make a thick sound. So instead of a'tayna, and then al-kawthar, fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Okay? Jazakallah. Is there any other surah A5220 you're going to recite?
No, go ahead. We can go to the next student.
Okay. Yeah. Can I have ID for the next student?
It's N6192.
N6192. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Walaikum salam.
So, which surah is N6192 going to recite?
Surah Al-Lahab, Surah Al-Nasr, and Surah Al-Kafirun.
Okay. And N6192?
Yes.
You have memorized Surah Al-Kafirun, right?
Yes.
You can start reciting that.
Okay.
N6192?
I can't seem to unmute her.
Okay. N6. I could hear her voice, I think.
Yes, she was unmuted before. She's just not able to be unmuted right now.
Okay.
We'll try again later on. If I give you another student.
Yeah.
N6221.
N6221. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Again, same problem. I can't unmute her.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, jazakallah. Can I ask the co-host which surahs?
Al-Nasr, Al-Kafirun, and Al-Kawthar.
N6221?
Yes.
You'll be reciting now, so please make sure there is no noise coming from behind you.
Okay.
Okay. We can mute N6221 for now, for the time being. And N6221, please make sure that it's quiet behind you, and then we'll choose you again in a few minutes. Okay.
Can we have N6 228?
Yeah. N6228. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullah. Is she reciting Surah Lahab, Surah Nasirat, and Surah Kafirun?
Yes.
Okay. N6228.
Yes.
You have memorized Surah Al-Kafirun, right?
No, sorry.
Okay. Have you memorized Surah Al-Nasr?
I think so.
Okay. It starts with Iza Jaa Nasrullah.
Okay.
You have memorized that, right?
I've kind of, yeah.
Okay. You can start reciting that. Don't worry.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح رأيت الناس يدخلون في دين
في دين الله.
Sorry, I've forgotten the next part.
في دين الله أفواجا.
في دين الأفواه وأفواجا.
فسبح
فسبح بحمد واستغفر
ربك واستغفر.
ربك واستغفر
إنه كان توابا.
كان توابا.
Okay, that's fine. Jazakallah. So you seem to have memorized half of the surah. So make sure that you, when you go, like after today's class, make sure that you go over this surah again and again and memorize it. Okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah. Have you memorized Surah Al-Lahab?
Yes.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabat yada abi lahabin wadab. Ma aghna anhu malahu wa ma kasab. Sayasla naran zata lahab. Wamra'atuhu hamalatal hatab. Fi jidiha في جيدها
Hablum.
حبل من مسد.
Okay, Jazakallah. So, mashallah, you have memorized the surah really well. Let me just scroll to the surah. So here, there are just a few mistakes in the pronunciation. So first of all, again, it's Madde Saghir. Make sure that you pronounce it for at least 2-3 seconds. And after that here, this is Maluhu. Here you can see, right?
Yeah.
That it's not Fatha, it's Dhamma. So make sure that you pronounce that right, because then otherwise the meaning will change completely.
Okay.
And here, when you say Sayasla Naran Zata Lahab, make sure that you don't say Naran. You have to say Naran, okay? Because the noon has Fatha and then it's followed by Alif. So with an open mouth, pronounce that right.
Okay.
And just here, you were forgetting this word in the last verse, Hablum, right?
Yeah.
So make sure that you go over the last verse again and get it right. Okay? Jazakallah.
Yes. Okay. Jazakallah.
Can we have the next student?
Can I have A5199?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. A5199. Is he going to recite the same surahs? Surah Al-Lahab, Nasr, okay. A5199.
Yes.
You have memorized Surah Al-Lahab, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you are too close to the microphone because your voice is echoing.
Yeah.
Okay. You can start reciting Surah Al-Lahab.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في دين الله أفواجا.
Okay. Can you recite again from Sayasla?
سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في دين الله أفواجا.
Okay. I'm not sure where you are reciting. Anyway, I'll go back to the surah. So first of all, mashallah, you have memorized the surah quite well, but there were a few mistakes. So in this word, the first time you recited, you said wamratuhu. So you missed the alif with the fatha. So if you hide, so it's not wamratuhu, it's wamra'atuh. Okay? And the second time you recited it, you said wa'amra'atuhu. So the alif here, even though there is no fatha on top of it, the way you pronounced it, it sounded as wa'amra'atuhu. Okay? So make sure, go back after today's class, make sure that you correct this, go over the surah again and again, and learn the right word. And then you were also confused in the last verse, I think. So, yeah.
Mother, I done the whole Quran.
That's very good. So keep going over it again and again so that you don't forget. Okay? Jazakallah. You have also done Surah Al-Nasr, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
Jazakallah. So, yeah, again, mashallah, as you said already, you have memorized the whole Quran. So you have this surah, you have memorized it really well as well. But again, make sure that you go over it again. So here, wara'aytan nasa, make sure that you pronounce it correctly as wara'aytan nasa. Maybe it's the problem with the microphone, I'm not sure, but your sound is not very clear and it sounded as wara'aytan nasa. So make sure that you pronounce each and every sound separately and correctly, okay? Apart from that, you have pronounced all the other things correctly and you have applied all the rules as well. The rule of ghunna and making the letters thick. So that's good. You can also recite Surah Al-Kafirun.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Jazakallah. So again, there weren't any minor pronunciation mistakes in your recitation. A few advanced mistakes, I should say. But first of all, here this word is ana abidum ma abattum, and you said ana bidum ma abattum. So it's make sure, as I said earlier, that you pronounced each and every letter with their correct sounds, the strokes that are on top of them. So you don't combine these two sounds, ana bidum, make them separate sounds, ana abidum ma abattum. Do you understand?
Yes.
So yeah. So as you said already that you have memorized the whole Quran, so I think it's just a matter of going over it again and again so that you don't forget. Okay?
Yes.
So you have also memorized Surah Al-Qasr.
Yes. Yes.
Can I ask the co-host, has he already recited Surah Al-Qasr in the previous lesson?
No, he hasn't.
Okay. You can also recite Surah Al-Qasr.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Jazakallah. So yeah, again, you have memorized the surah really well, and your pronunciation was good as well. You pronounce the kalkala here and the gunna here. Just maybe focus a bit more on the thick letters and how to make them sound thick. Okay, all these orange letters highlighted in orange. So that. Can we have another student now? Jazakallah A5199.
Can I have N6189?
N6189. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Aslam.
Okay. N6189.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullah. Is she going to recite the same surahs?
Yes, it's Surah Al-Kafirun, Al-Kawthar, and Al-Maun.
Okay. N6189.
Yes.
You have memorized Surah Al-Kafirun, right?
No.
Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun. You haven't memorized that?
No.
Okay. What about Surah Al-Qasr?
Yes.
Okay. You can start reciting that.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك لربك وانهر إنه شانئك هو الأبتر.
Can you recite again from فَصَلِّ?
فصل لربك وانهر إنه شانئك هو الأبتر.
Okay. So you have memorized the full surah, which is good. I'll scroll back to the surah. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, here we have vertical fatha. So make sure that you prolong it for at least 2 seconds. Okay. And most importantly, here we have inna, and I asked you to recite it again, and both times you recited it as innahu. So there is no ha with a madda. So it means there is no hu. It's inna shaniyaka huwal abtar. Okay. And one other thing here, this is shani'aka, not shaniyaka. So it sounds as if there is a ya when you recited it. So make sure, I'll say it again, I've said it to some other students previously, that your sounds are very clear. So here we have noon with a kasra and hamza with a fatha, which will create the sound of shani aka. Okay. So
Okay.
jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
And so you haven't memorized any other surahs?
Hello.
The surah on the screen, have you memorized that?
So which one?
Surah Al-Maun.
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, not full.
Shall I read it to you?
Okay, yeah. Go on.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك اليد أتيم فويل للمصلين هم صلاة.
Okay, and 6189?
Yes.
It's Yadu ul Yatim, and you just missed a verse before Fawailul lil Musallin. So I think you haven't memorized it completely. What I would suggest is that after today's class, go over these surahs, Surah Al-Kafirun, and Surah Al-Maun, and memorize them completely, and hopefully in the next upcoming lessons you can recite it to one of the teachers. Okay.
Okay.
Jazakallah. Can we have another student?
Can we try N6192 again?
Yeah.
I'm having trouble unmuting.
Okay. Can we have N6221, because she had a noise problem previously?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. N6221, you have memorized Surah Al-Kafirun?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you can start reciting that.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما عبدتم ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا عابد ما أعبد لكم
ولا أنتم
عابدون ما أعبد Lakum dinukum waliyadin.
Jazakallah, N6221. So you have memorized the surah really well. Let me go to the surah. Yeah. So you're memorizing, you're reciting correctly until the third verse, but then you got confused at the end of the fourth verse.
Yeah.
So instead of abiduna ma abud, you said abattum. So what I would say is that after today's class, go over the surah again and to correct your memorization. And apart from that, your pronunciation was good. Just make sure that you pronounce the madde saghir for 3 seconds and the vertical fatha for 2 seconds. And there is a difference between those two. So, yeah, do that. Have you also memorized Surah Al-Qasr?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you can also recite that.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna a'tainakal kawthar. Salli li rabbika wanhar. Inna shaniyaka huwal abtar.
Okay. I'll go to the surah. So again, you have memorized the surah really well, and just one thing here. Wherever you see the letters highlighted in purple, there
Yes.
there is a shad, so they are mushaddad, and you have to make sure that you create the double sound in the gunna sound in for at least 2 seconds here. But here in because it has madde saghir, you have to prolong it a little longer and for 3 seconds. Okay?
Okay.
So have you also memorized Surah Lahab?
Yes, I have.
I'll go to, yeah. You can also recite that.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tabba. Ma aghna anhu malahu wa ma kasaba. Sayasla narin zata lahabin wa imra'atuhu hammalatal hatab fi jidha hablum min masad.
Okay, Jazakallah. I'll go back. So you have memorized the surah really well. Again, here, ma aghna anhu maluhu. It's luhu, not lahu, because the lam has a madda, not a fatha.
Okay.
Okay, and the other thing is that the ha has an inverted madda. So make sure that there is a difference between how long the lu is and how long the hu is.
Okay.
So maluhu. Okay. And here we have the little saw. So it means you have to take a pause here. There's a lot of noise coming from behind you as well. So I couldn't really hear you properly, but you have to take a pause here. I felt like you did not take a pause here and you just went wamra'atuhu hammalatal hatab. So when you come here, make sure that you lahabin wamra'atuh. So tuh, when you take a pause, the inverted madda sound will be gone. So you can't pronounce that. And then continue hammalatal hatab. Okay?
Okay.
Have you also memorized Surah Al-Maun?
No, not entirely.
Sorry, can I just suggest that you listen to Surah An-Nasr?
Okay. N6192 and 6221.
Yes.
Can you have memorized Surah Al-Nasr, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you can recite that.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح sorry, can I start again?
Yes. Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
إذا جاء
إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
Okay, Jazakallah. You memorized the surah really well. I think it's because there's so much noise behind you that you couldn't concentrate yourself. So here إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. So this word here, it's when you pronounce it, it's fath. And you kept on getting confused at this word, and you kept on saying fatah and all the different things. So make sure when you go back today, you go over the surah again and correct that. And again, you repeated one of your previous mistakes. So here we have the inverted dhamma. Make sure that you prolong it for at least 2 second counts or beats.
Okay.
And yeah, apart from that, it was not bad. So just keep working on your pronunciation. So now we will conclude our today's class. So make sure that everyone memorizes chapter 102, Surah Al-Takasur today, and also make sure that you revise previous chapters if you have not memorized them yet, because soon, in a few weeks, next week, hopefully you'll have more tests. So make sure that you keep memorizing all the surahs. Can we have a student now to recite the ending prayer?
Can I have N6228?
Yeah. N6228. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullah.
I think you've already had me.
Yeah, but you can recite the ending prayer. It's okay.
Okay.
Here, it's highlighted.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
I'm not sure if I could read it properly.
Okay. You can repeat it after me then. Okay? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ربنا تقبل منا
ربنا تقبل منا
إنك أنت السميع العليم
إنك
أنت
أكدنا
okay إنك أنت السميع العليم. Okay. Everyone should also try to recite these ending and starting prayers correctly, because you should also try to memorize these. So I'll quickly just do the translation. O Allah, accept this effort and service from us, for you are the most caring, the most knowing. Jazakallah. Can I request the co-host to end the class? Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.